Hello students, hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to discuss a topic selection sort method. Through this method, by using this method, we can arrange the elements of array either in ascending or descending order. Okay. In class 10th ICSE board examination, we have two methods to arrange the elements of array. We have to learn two methods of sorting. That is, sorting means arranging the elements of array either in ascending or descending order. There are two methods we have to learn for this. One is bubble sort method and another is selection sort method. So the program for bubble sort method I have already uploaded on my channel. You can watch that. I will try to put the link of that video in this in description part. And in this video, I'm going to discuss the second method of sorting the array, that is selection sort method. Okay, so without wasting your and my time, let's start with this new topic, selection sort. Here we go. First, I will discuss the procedure, the method, and then I will discuss the program. Then I will explain the program. So consider this array we have. Elements are 5, 3, 4, 2, 1. These 5 elements we have taken. And now we are going to arrange these elements in ascending order using selection sort method. Okay, so listen carefully. What is the method? In first pass, just before watching this video, I will suggest to watch the video of bubble sort. So few words will be clear. Better you watch that video first, then come to this video. So in selection sort method, in first pass, means in first attempt, you can say, what is the meaning of pass? You'll get to know if you'll watch that video of bubble sort. Okay, so don't worry, watch that video first. So in selection sort method, in first pass, we try to find minimum value from index number 0 to last. From index number 0 to last. Okay. So here you can see the minimum value from index number 0 to last means from 0 to index number 4. The minimum value is what? 1. Okay. And where it is? It is at index number 4. The minimum value, that is 1, and it is at index number 4. And where it's supposed to be? This number supposed to be where? This number supposed to be at index number 0. So wherever it is found, interchange with index number 0 value. Again, I'm repeating, in first pass, we try to find the minimum value from index number 0 to last. And wherever it is found, we interchanged with index number 0 value because this minimum value is supposed to be at index number 0. So we will interchange the value of this at index number 4 with index number 0 value. This value will be interchanged with this value. So here 1 will come and here 5 will go. So this is the first pass over. Now in second pass, we try to find the minimum from index number 1 to last. We try to find the minimum value from index number 1 to last. You can see the minimum value from index number 1 to last is what? 2. And at which index? At index number 3. And where it's supposed to be? It's supposed to be at index number 1. So wherever you find that minimum value, interchange with index number 1 value. Okay, so we are getting the minimum value at index number 3. So we'll interchange the value at index number 3 with index number 1. So what will happen? 2 will come to here and 3 will go to there. Second pass is over. Now in third pass, we try to find the minimum from index number 1 to last. We try to find minimum value from index number 1 to last. So what is the minimum value from index number 1 to last? Sorry, minimum value from index number 2 to last. We try to find minimum value from index number 2 to last. So from index number 2 to last, what is the minimum value? The minimum value is 3. And at which index? It is at index number 3. And where it's supposed to be? It's supposed to be at index number 2. So wherever it is found, interchange with index number 2 value. जहाँ मिले उसको index number 2 की value से interchange करोगे. So this value will be interchanged with index number 2 value. So means 3 here, 3 here, and 4 here will come. Okay. Now third pass is also over. Now in fourth pass, we try to find minimum value from index number 3 to last. From index number 3 to last, what is the minimum value? The minimum value from index number 3 to last is 4. And where it is? It is at index number 3. And where it's supposed to be? It's supposed to be at index number 3 itself. So this number is already there where it's supposed to be. So in this case, there is no need to interchange their values. So please remember this situation. The number, sometimes it will happen. Okay, the number will be at that position, at that index where it's supposed to be. Okay, so in that case, we will not do swapping, we will not interchange the value. Okay, so you can see in each and every pass, we're trying to put the number to its correct position. We're putting first time we're putting the value which supposed to be at index number 0. In second pass, we're keeping the value minimum value which supposed to be at index number 1, and so on. So we're putting the numbers at their correct position where they're supposed to be. Okay, so if you're putting four numbers at their correct position, fifth number will be arranged automatically. I hope you are understanding this. If you are putting all four numbers at their right places, then fifth number will be arranged automatically. I think, am I clear? So here also in selection sort also, uh, same as the bubble sort, in selection sort also we require maximum number of passes, that is number of elements minus 1. Here also we require only number of elements minus 1 passes. Means here the number of elements is what? The number of elements is 5. So how many maximum number of passes are required here? 4 maximum number of passes are required. Okay. So here also in the same thing is in bubble sort. In bubble sort also we require number of elements minus 1 passes. In selection sort we require the same number of elements minus 1 passes. Okay. So here the common thing, we have imported the scanner class, then class name selection sort we have taken main function, creating object of scanner class. Here we are declaring the array. These basic things already have discussed. Now input in with a proper message, enter the elements of array, we are taking input. Okay. So after taking input the elements of array, I'm going to discuss the program of selection sort here. See, consider we have taken input. The values are which we have taken input is this. I will explain again with example. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Consider the numbers are 5, 3, 7, 4, 2. Consider these are the numbers. Again, I am starting. So after taking input, this name of the array is A. Okay, and the length of this array is what? 5 we have taken. So consider this array we have declared and we have taken input these numbers. Okay. Now after taking input, see this code is for selection sort. So I'm going to explain, listen carefully. Here we have taken three variables, t for swapping, third variable, mean to store the minimum value, and pause to store the index of the minimum value. Pause for position. Mean variable is here to store the minimum value, and pause variable is here to store the index of that minimum value, because if you know the index, only then we can interchange. Okay, so these variables are for that only. Now here is starting from index number 0, I equal to, I will be what? 0. Just focus on the values of ij. A dot length minus 1. As I told, in selection sort method also we require number of elements minus 1 passes. That's why this loop is going up to length minus 1. So length is what? 5. So length minus 1 means 4. First time the value of I is what? 0. Just focus on the value of I here. I equal to 0. Condition is true, control will go inside the loop. Okay. Now here we in first pass we are going to find the minimum value from index number 0 to last, as I told. Okay. So to find the minimum value, there is a logic, and that logic I have already discussed in one of my videos. I will put the link of that also. Please watch that video properly. Here I am explaining in brief again. To find the minimum value of an array, we consider the first element of the array as minimum. We consider the first element of the array as minimum, and then we start comparing from next index. And if we are getting smaller value than that assumed value, we have assumed, no, we have considered one first element of the array as a minimum. Then we start comparing from next index, and if we are getting minimum value, smaller value than that considered value, we change the value of minimum, and we do up till the end of the array. We do the repeat this process until the end of the array. Okay, am I clear? I think, and if you watch that video, it will be more clear. Here I have explained in brief again. So in first pass, we try to find the minimum value from index number 0 to last. So what will be the first index of the array? What will be the first element of the array? The first element of the array will be A0, the value at index number 0. Okay, so that we are considering as minimum here. First time the value of I is what? 0. I is 0. So mean equal to A0 means mean equal to 5. We considered the first element of the array as minimum. Okay. Now, since the minimum value we have stored in mean, this is the minimum value. So the index of this, that is 0, will be stored into pos. Pos is here to store the index of the minimum value. So we have considered A0 as the minimum. So we are storing the index of that into the pos. The value of pos will be 0. Okay. Now the value of j will start from, as I told you, we consider the first element of the array as minimum. Then we start comparing from next index. So that's why we are starting from I plus 1. The value of 0 is I is what? 0. So j will start from 1. Index number 0. We have considered the index number 0 value as a minimum, and we are starting comparing from index number 1 from the next index. A dot length is what? 5. This condition is true. Okay, I will explain this loop. It is from here to here. J equal to 1, j less than A dot length means condition is true. Now j is what? 1. Just focus on the value of j. Aj means A1. What is A1? Mean is this time 5. You can see mean is what? 5. Focus on the values. Aj means A1. What is A1? 3. 3 is less than mean. Yes, condition true. Aj is less than mean. Means we are getting a smaller value. So mean will be Aj now. Means mean will be what now? 3. And pos will be what? J. What is the value of j? Pos will be what? 1. We got the minimum value that we have stored into mean. And the index of that we have stored into pos. 3, 1. Okay, then this is the closing of the loop. Now j plus plus. Now the value of j will be 2. Condition true. Now you can see the mean aj means j is what? 2. A2. What is A2? 7. And what is the value of mean? The value of mean is 3. Condition is false. We are not getting a smaller value. So nothing will happen. Then from here j plus plus, j will be what? 3. Condition true. Now the value of j is what? 3. So A3. What is A3? A3 is 4. 4 is less than mean. Condition false. We are not getting a smaller value, so no change. Then again I plus plus. So j plus plus. J will be 4. Condition true. This condition true. Control will go inside the loop. Now A4. The value of j is 4. A4 is less than mean. A4 is what? 2. Is it less than mean? Mean is what? This time 3. Yes. We are getting a smaller value. AJ means A4. A4 is what? You can see 2. A4 is what? 2. That is less than mean. Condition true. So mean will be A4. AJ. The value of mean will be what now? 2. And the value of pos. In mean we are storing the value, and in pos we are storing the index, that is j. So j pos will be what? 4. Minimum value is 2. The index of that is what? 4. Okay. Now j plus plus j will be 5, and this condition will be false now. So control will go outside the loop. So you can see this loop is finding the minimum value that we are storing into mean, and the index of that into the variable pos. Index. So this, when this loop will be repeated, it will find the minimum value and will be stored into mean, and the index of that will be stored into pos. Okay. Coming outside the loop, now we are checking. See, in what we have done, we have searched, we have found the minimum value from index number 0 to last, and that we found at index number 4. So we found the number at index number 4, that is at index number pos. We found the number at index number pos. Okay, that is 4. And where it's supposed to be? It's supposed to be at index number 0, means at index number I. Okay, so it means what? We need to interchange the value of AI and A pos. You can check the values. I is 0, means A 0, and A pos matlab A pos means A4. Means I is the index where that number is supposed to be, and pos is the index where we have found that number. I think the things are clear now. So j equal to 5, condition false way. Control will go outside the loop, and in mean we'll have the minimum value, in pos we'll have the index of that minimum value. Now coming to here. So what we need to do, we need to interchange the value of AI and A pos. AI and A pos. This time I is 0, so A0 and A4. We need to interchange the value of A0 and A4. Okay. So now see this condition. If I not equals to pos, it means what? As I told, I is the index where the number supposed to be, and pos is the index where we found the number. So if both are different places, the number where it's supposed to be and the number where we have the index where it's supposed to be, and the pos and the index where it is found, both are different. If both are different, only then they will be interchanged. Okay, so that's why, as I explained, the I is the index where the number supposed to be, and pos is the index where we have found that number. So if both are different, if they are not equal, only then we need to interchange. That's why this condition I had given here. I will not get in this in any book or anywhere. This is add-on from my side. Okay, so if don't be confused, just try to understand. I is the index where it's supposed to be, the number supposed to be, and pos is the index where we have found that. So if both are not same, only then we need to interchange. If both are at different places, I alag hai, pos alag hai, only then. This condition is for that only. So you can see in this, if this condition is true, what are you doing? We are interchanging the value of AI and A pos using third variable. I'm showing you the value of I is, just take care. The value of I is what? 0. And the value of pos is what? 4. Means we are going to interchange the value of A0 and A4. So look at here. Look at the value. Focus on the value of values. I is what? 0. A0 is what? 5 will be stored into T. Okay. Then the value of A pos means A4. Pos is 4. So A4, what is that? 2. 2 will be stored into AI, means at A0. Means at A0, 2 will be stored. Then at A pos, means at A4, means at index number 4, what will be stored? T. What is T? 5 will be stored here. So you can see that we have interchanged the value of AI and A pos. Okay, so one pass is over. What we have done, we have found the minimum value from index number 0 to last, and we found it in index number 4, and we have interchanged it with that. Okay, then, so I think it is clear. Here we are interchanging the value of AI and A pos. I is the index where the number is supposed to be, and pos is the index where we have found that. Okay, then from here, now first pass is over. Now we are going to start second pass. In second pass, see, just a minute, let me clear it. Hodgepodge is here. Now the value of I will increase by 1. What is I equal to? I was 0, now it will become 1. Now we are going to start second pass. Length minus 1 means 4, condition true. Control will go inside the loop. Now in second pass, what we have to do, we need to find the minimum value from index number 1 to last. We need to find the minimum value from index number 1 to last. Okay, so as I told, we consider the first element of the array as minimum. So now since we are going to find the minimum value from index number 1 to last, so what will be the first element of the array? A1, the value at index number 1. So here we have done that. Condition 2, control will go inside the loop. Mean equal to AI. The value of I is what? 1. So A1, mean equal to A1. We are considering the first element of the array as minimum, that is A1. So that is 3 here. The value at index number 1 is what? 3. And since we are considering this as minimum, so index of this should be stored into J. Sorry, pos is here to store the index of the minimum value. The pos will be what? I. For the value 5 this time? 1. The pos will be 1. So the value we have stored into mean, and the index of that we have stored into pos. Now this loop will start from I plus 1, means from index number 2. And the value of j will start from 2, from next index I plus 1. Okay, and again same thing as I have already explained. This loop will be repeated and will find the minimum value from index number 1 to last. What is the minimum value from index number 1 to last? It is 1. It is what? So it is 3. And where it is found? It is found at index number 1, and where it's supposed to be? It's supposed to be at index number 1 itself. If this number is at its position, its own position, its correct position already. So here no need to interchange. Okay, you can see. So this loop will be repeated, and in mean 3 will be there, in pos 1 will be there. Mean will have the minimum value and pos will have the index of that minimum value. So if the contour will come outside the loop, if the contour will come outside this loop, mean variable will have the minimum value, that is 3 here, and index of that is what? 1 here. And coming outside a loop, as I told ki I is the index where it's supposed to be, and pos is the index where it is found. Since you can see both are same, the where it's supposed to be is 1, and where it is found, that is also 1, means there is no need to interchange. So you can see this condition, I is 1 and pos also is 1. The 1 not equal to 1 condition false. Condition false, so there will be no interchange, no swapping. Okay, and so on like this. Now I plus plus 2 pass, second pass is over. Now I plus plus, the value of I will be what? The value of I will be 2. Condition true, control will go inside the loop. Then second pass, in third pass. In third pass, what we try to do, we try to find the minimum from index number 2 to last. So the first element of the array will be what? A2. So you can see here, I is what? 2. The value of I is what? 2. So A2. A2 is what? 7. That will be stored into 7. Mean, and pos will have the I. What is I? 2. Okay. And again, the same loop will find the minimum value from index number 0 to last. Sorry. Index number 2 to last. So it will start from 3. So you can see from index number 2 to last, what is the minimum value? From index number 2 to last, the minimum value is 4. And where it is at index number 3. And where it's supposed to be? It's supposed to be at index number 2. So this loop will find the minimum value, will be stored into mean. What is the minimum value? 4. And where it is? At index number 3. And where it's supposed to be? It's supposed to be at index number 2, means at AI. So I is what? 2. What is pos? Pos is 3. This condition is true. So AI and A pos means A2 and A3 will be interchanged. 4 आ जाएगा और यहाँ पर 7 आ जाएगा. And so on like this. I think the things are clear. Okay, so the same thing will be repeated, number of elements minus 1 times. Okay, so after arranging the elements of array, the condition will be what? 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. I have skipped rest passes. The same thing will be repeated again and again. So after arranging the conditions, what will be the condition? The number will be like this: 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. Okay, so after arranging the elements of array, we are displaying them with a proper message. How to display the elements of array? This also I've already discussed in my first video of array. Okay, and then main close, class close. I hope the things are clear. If any doubt, you can ask to the comment section. And this program will arrange the elements of array in ascending order. If you want to arrange the elements of array in descending order, only one change. Instead of finding minimum, you need to find the maximum. So maximum, in case of maximum, here we need, instead of greater than, you write, so less than, you write greater than. Instead of mean, you can take the variable max. समझ रही बात? And rest will be same. Then this same code will work for the descending order. So for this video, this much only. If any confusion, if any doubt is there, you can ask through the comment section. I will try to explain it. And watch this video carefully. Again and again, the things will be clear. Till that, Um, Bye.